Hey guys, can you hear me? Hey guys, can you hear me? Hey guys. Cool, awesome. I think I'm getting a lot of background noise, right? So let me, make it. Okay, just give me a second. I'm just making my camera on. Just give me a second. Okay, and oh, it's not visible. Why it's not visible, dude? I'm just turning on my camera. Give me some seconds. Video capture device. Okay, and webcam. Awesome, I'm looking perfect. Right, and we are good to go. Okay, and let me apply some filter as well. Okay, and I'm gonna apply a filter, chroma key, and yeah, good to go. Just give me a second, I just turn on my bulb. Now I think I'm looking great, right guys? Okay, and yeah, now let me make it shorter myself so you guys can see. Oh god. Okay, perfect. So I think we are good to go. Let me know how many of you guys. Yeah, very nice. Thanks Will. So I think we are almost 3 people. So let's start. Okay, so I'm audible perfect, right guys? Just let me know. Then after that, we will start the session. Let me know if you can hear me perfectly. All things is good to go. So I will start. Just let me know in the chat. Yes, you can type yes, Suhail, and okay, cool. So so we are going to start. So hey guys, what's up guys? My name is Alishan Ali. I was not posting videos from longer time because I was not well, but finally I am well, like completely healed. So what we are going to do in this live session, basically, we are going to make this app in React Native. Okay, so if I show you what is we are going to build, so let's suppose if I write like man coding. Okay, so what is doing, it will generate an image in real time. As you can see that it is generating an image in real time very fastly. So we are going to build this project in our React Native from scratch. Okay, so it is going to be a lot of fun guys, like you guys build a full stack application from scratch, total live, like I'm gonna do it at the front of you guys, so you're gonna learn a lot of things. All right, so first of all, what I'm going to do guys, like I created one reference Figma as well, so this kind of UI which we are going to build. After that we're gonna have like 3 bottom tabs. This is of just a reference Figma, home tab and the discover tab and the like tab. So what is gonna do that, first we design the onboarding screen. After that we do the bottom tab navigation. We will also do the home screen, we will generate the image and render it. Okay, and after that download image, discover is screen to fetch the data, and async storage to the like the image. Okay, so we're gonna build that. All right, so we're gonna build it from scratch. All right, so I know like it's gonna be a lot of fun guys. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna create a quickly one fresh React Native CLI project. To create a fresh React Native project, I just search React Native on the browser. After that I click on this. Once I click on this, click on get started. Once you click on get started, click on can I use React Native without framework. After that, click on get started without a framework. Okay, and after that, copy this command, awesome project command. I'm gonna open this into the I'm gonna create it. So I'm gonna create one directory called stream online. Okay, live stream kind of folder. Okay, and inside this folder I'm gonna create a one fresh React Native project. So open in terminal, and I'm gonna paste this command. Okay, I'm gonna name it what? The project name is called Dream AI. Okay, how the name is good? It's good guys. Okay, so what it's gonna do, it will create a Dream AI project quickly for me. So we're gonna wait for a few seconds. Okay, and yeah, we're gonna see like we're gonna it's creating installing dependency. We will start like we will do the coding from scratch. Like it's gonna be like I'm doing it real time, everything like we are doing it on the real time. Alright, so it's installing the dependency. So first, like once it's get installed, what we are going to do, let me explain you guys. We have to create this screen. This is called onboarding screen. Once we're done with this screen, we're gonna create this home screen. But before creating the home screen, we will also create this bottom tab navigation. And the last, we will deploy this app on the Play Store as well. All right. So keep like living here. So what we're gonna do, we had just created a fresh React. It's installing dependency. So we're gonna wait for a few seconds. And once it gets installed, we're gonna like a lot of fun, guys. Like if you have any other further questions while developing this app, like what technology you're going to use, so you can ask me. Would love to chat with on that. Like just let me know, guys. Like would love to that hear that questions if you have any questions. Okay. And yeah, I can it's gonna be like you guys have seen me off like in the videos, but it's online videos. Like I think it's really a lot of fun today. We're gonna build this stuff quickly, like so it's installing dependency. So but yeah, if I talk about the technology what we are going to use, so for this, so we're gonna create a Node.js servers, and to generate the image we are going to use Together AI, and they provide some one model called Flux. Okay, so we are going to use that. This is totally free. We don't have to pay any rupees for the using their model. All right, so that's why I'm using this, and it's gonna be a lot of fun, guys. All right, so I think it's installed. The project has been created successfully. I'm gonna go inside this live stream in the Dream AI project. I think you can see that, right? Oh god. Okay, now after this, what we are going to do, we're gonna open this folder in the VS Code. But if you see that to run this project, we have to run this command npx react native run android. Okay, so as you can see that on this terminal, they have mentioned that you have to go inside this directory and you have to run this command npx react native run android. So as you can see that I had just opened this folder on my IDE. Okay, you can open this project like this as well. Like if you wanted to open another way, I open this folder like this, and after that click on this, right? So more options, open with code. All right, so this is how you can also open this in the VS Code. After that, I'm gonna open my terminal. All right, so as you can see that here you can see that our terminal has been opened, and inside this terminal I'm gonna paste this command to run this project in my emulator. Okay, so I'm gonna just run this command, and meanwhile I'm gonna open my emulator as well quickly, so it doesn't get any error for now. So I'm just opening my emulator as well. All right, okay, let me drink the water meanwhile, like it's starting the project. All right, guys, so as you can see that our emulator has been launching, and it's gonna take some seconds or some few minutes. But if you see the code app.tsx, there we have app.tsx, and inside this app.tsx here you have some boilerplate code which we don't have to carry it. But let me tell you guys, we're gonna use this. Okay, let me turn on my emulator. So to run this emulator, we're gonna click on virtual device manager, and after that you can see that we have like list of 3 emulators. So I'm gonna run this. Like you can see that please launch your emulator manually connected device. Okay, so I'm gonna launch my emulator quickly from here. So a small phone, I'm gonna launch it because a small phone, I love that. And it's taking some few minutes to start the emulator, so we're gonna wait for that. But let me know, guys, how much excited you are. Like would love to hear that. Like this is the first time we are catching up today. All right, so yeah, so as you can see that this is the boilerplate code, React Native and so on, so which we're gonna delete this code. But I'm gonna delete this whole code. Like I will delete this whole code, but let's the app get installed quickly. But let me open this into the side and side. So my it's gonna be like this. It went to the side. Okay, and like this. I'm gonna make it much more bigger for you guys, and you can see that the app is installing, bundling it the first time, so it's gonna take some few extra minutes. So you have to, but I'm doing it live. Like I'm feeling really happy, guys. Like let me know like how you're feeling, like looking at me and like doing the development live. Like on the recorded session, what has happened now, I added the lot of code like this time, like slicing the project. But let me tell you one more things about that. This is the boilerplate code which you can remove it quickly. That's totally up to you. But here where we are using one extension that is called ES7 React Native or React extension. What does do? It will help us to write the code, write the component code quickly. So if I show you the extension which I'm using, that is called ES7 React. So this is the extension which I'm using, which is like really helpful. I think you guys have must this extension, right? So once it get installed, like once the app will get installed, so we're gonna do the next stuff. Okay, let me close my Android studio, and you can see that our app has been like starting and kind of like lagging kind of stuff, like two emulator has been opened parallelly. So I'm gonna close the second one which is not responding. Okay, so if we talk about like if we talk about the architectures or things which we are going to talk about, uh, that is called this Excel draw. So this is Blink Sort project which I really love it. Like I saw in the morning by there's one engineer on the LinkedIn. I saw his post and I was thinking, can you make this clone like a SAP in a React Native, because I'm a React Native developer, like, right? So I was thinking, let's make it, like let's build it up for you guys, just for you guys. So what I had done, guys, I was thinking, let's see. So this is the open source as well. So I saw the code base and like it was very straightforward. Like I was thinking it's like max can take like 2 to 3 hours, so we can build it up and like we can publish it on the Play Store and we can make the money as well, right? And that's why. Okay, so you can see that our app is bundling. So meanwhile, if you have any questions, any doubt on the React Native, just let me know. Building project live from scratch, join now. Yeah, Tushar, awesome man. We're gonna rock it today. If you have getting any issue, any error, like anything, just let me know. You guys can also parallelly build with me. What we are going to build in this session, let me know, you guys. We are going to build this Blink Sort project. Blink Sort project. What does do? Basically an AI image real time, like AI generate images in real time. We are going to build full stack application in React Native. So if I type something like a man with phone, okay, so if I type something, it will generate the image in real time very fast. Like you see that, awesome. This is much faster than a chat GPT or like with others models. That's why we are using it, and it's totally completely free. So we are going to build this up, and after that we'll also deploy it as well. So you don't have to take a lot of tensions today. Like it's gonna be a lot of fun together, guys. Like we're gonna rock it this session. So if you have any other question, like meanwhile you can see that our app is like creating first time and like it will take some seconds. So meanwhile if you have any questions, just let me know. Tushar, anyone, if you have any question, just let me know, guys. uh, Okay, is it my screen perfect visible, guys? Like, are you able to see the code, Tushar? Bitrate is like bit low, people are saying. Okay, and videos, bitrates. I think my bitrate is good, and if I make it 3500, or doesn't works for me right now, I think so. Okay, let's close it. Okay, cool. I think so. Okay, let's see. Where are we? So you can see that our app has been bundling. So let's wait for some seconds, and let me say, call to some other student as well. Would they also like love to join me as well? Like, let me invite them quickly. Let me invite them quickly on this channel. Let me invite them. Okay, meanwhile, like if you have any questions, guys, just let me know, guys. Just let me know. uh, just let me know if you have any questions, guys. Would love to hear that. Would love to hear that, guys. Hi brother, hey Anil, what's up? We are just like the project is bundling right now, so it's gonna taking some seconds. So yeah, that's why like I'm waiting for you. If you have any questions, just let me know, guys. Just let me know. I can see myself as well there on the live. Awesome. This is really crazy, like really crazy, crazy guys, crazy. Uh, yeah, let me know guys if you have any questions regarding the any other topics. How to make some new project with scratch? I am facing logic building. Okay, Anil. So like we are going to build this project like from scratch, like So I think you guys you will like get qualified with the much more logic. But yeah, if you talk about like a lot of students, saw that they were facing a logical issue, right? Like a lot of students were like facing logical problem, like they were not able to solve some stuff. So what I can suggest now, Anil, to you, man, solve some DSA problem. So what you can do now, solve some DSA question, like go to the lead code, like some simple DSA questions, not very hard questions, some simple like do some that will help you to build logics. That's really matters. Initially when I was also started learning the Android app development and web development, I learned JavaScript, but I did not solve any problem. So I didn't understand the Java data structure, and coding is all about the data structures. Okay, so I would must suggest to you solve some at least 5 to 10 questions of DSA. It will help you logically. It will help you logically, bro. So please solve some questions. And we are live and like we are building this project, like bro. So I think you're gonna a lot of fun today, and we're gonna rock this today. Like we're gonna rock this today. All right. So yeah, you can see that our app is bundling, and we're gonna wait some few minutes. Meanwhile, let me talk about the Figma, which I was thinking, like this kind of UI. What is your thoughts on this, guys? Like, is this looking great to you, or like we gonna like I was like also not so good in Figma. That's why like I was thinking let's make it like this, some reference. And you can see that like the app bundles, if you're doing it first time, the app bundling really took a lot of times, guys. Like that's why CLI is a bit complicated for everyone. Like that's why we use Expo. But yeah, it's almost 60% done. Any other questions, guys? Just let me know. Would love to hear that. Thanks for the yeah, welcome, man. Any other questions? Just let me know. Just let me know if you have any questions. Oh, are you guys able to hear me perfectly now? Let me test my internet. What speed am I getting right now? Okay, let me do one thing. Give me 1 second. Oh, I'm getting good internet, man. Still, like, what's a very low bit rate? Oh, like we are getting like almost 1780. Oh, that's really impressive internet. Okay, so meanwhile, like whilst like what we can do, guys, now like meanwhile like it's bundling the app, we can start to the Node.js. But I was thinking of first let's wrap this UI, and once we complete this UI, what we gonna do? We are going to do basically uh, you know that thing, like once we're done with this UI, we will build this APIs, and after that we will deploy that API on the Vercel. And once we're done with the Vercel, uh, we will like do that some we will like integrate that APIs. Okay, so any other questions, guys? Just let me know. uh, any other questions, like how to build this kind of app, how to build calling app, how to build e-commerce app? Any other questions, guys? Let me know, guys. And viewers activity, stream health, YouTube is not distributing any video. All right, guys. So we are almost like 93% has been done. Like let's wait for some few minutes. That's a that's a bad thing of you know using this CLI. Like it took a lot of 5 minutes almost. Like really don't like it, guys. Really like almost built successful, and we are like our emulator has been started intent. Oh, why my emulator is looking really weird, guys? Sometimes what has happened now, my emulator looks very weird, like you can see that. So what does I do now? Sometimes I just make taskbar behavior, like automatically hide the taskbar, and once it's sorted, so I just make it like this. So you can see that our emulator comes in a normal manner. That's a hack which I'm using. And yeah, you guys can also use it, like if you are getting that kind of stuff. Okay, and we are almost good to go, guys. We are almost good to go. All right, so after this, what we are going to do, we are going to, like, the app is bundling, so I'm gonna remove this whole boilerplate code. And what is the main motive, like currently, the main motive is that we have to create this screen, onboarding screen. All right, and how we can make it this onboarding screen, if I tell you guys, to create this onboarding screen, it's really straightforward. Like, we have some images. Oh god, I got some water on my touchpad, and like it's behaving really weird. All right, not a big deal, guys. I was just want to show you this, how does boilerplate code looks like in emulator. Otherwise, I had deleted, like I had made the custom component, but yeah, let's wait. And this is the, like hard of things, like which we face. Hello, so how are you? I'm good, man. What about you, bro? That's how many months I have to pay for getting. Hey, how to make some new project with scratch and how many months I have to pay for getting internship in React Native? How many months I have to pay? I didn't understand your questions, Anil. Like it's too easy to, like, if you have skills, you have to keep applying for the jobs, and I think finally you will get some jobs like quickly. I think so. So you have to just keep hustling, kind of, which I can suggest, bro. Okay, and I think we have almost 24 viewers has joined and chat reaches too. Not a big deal. And what we are going to do, guys, we are going to do a next thing that is called the app is bundled. So we are, like, let me know if you, let me tell you guys once more, we are going to make this project in the React Native. Like, what we are doing, like if it's type something, any image, like iPhone traveling in a train, kind of. I think, I don't know what is gonna be image. Yeah, this is kind of image. So we're gonna create this project, like this is type of project which we are building. And also we will deploy it on the Play Store. All right, awesome. So we had finally run this project on my emulator. All right, so I'm gonna remove this whole boilerplate code quickly, and I'm gonna type R and FES, React Native default functional, along with the style sheet component. All right, so you can see that our component has been created perfectly. Okay, now after that we have to design this, what we call onboarding screen. To design the onboarding screen, we have to install the React Native stack navigation. All right, to install the React Native stack navigation, I have to search React Native navigation. Once you search React Native navigation, open this link, this first link, copy this, try it, click on try it. Okay, oh my bad, click on read docs, not try it, my bad. And after that, click copy this command, npm install React Native navigation native, and I'm gonna open my terminal. I'm gonna stop this server for now quickly, and you can see that our server is restarted, has been cleared right now. And after that, I'm gonna paste this npm install React navigation native. Okay, once it's get installed, I have to do another thing that is called npm install React Native screen and React Native safe area context. So let's do that as well. We're gonna do that quickly. Meanwhile, if you have any questions, would love to hear that questions guide. How are you? Amazing, sir, amazing. Thanks Ankit, bro. Like, we're gonna make this project like quickly, like we are going to build this project. This is the AI image generator. I know this Figma looks very weird, but we are going to build this up. Keep with me. Okay, so you can see that. Now after that, we're gonna install this another package called npm React Native screen and React Native safe area context. Okay, so we also get installed. After that, once it gets installed, we have to install another package that is called what is the another package. Click on next. Once you click on next, copy this command stack one. I had copied this command and I have to paste it out. Okay, now once I have to paste it out. Let's see. Yeah, I just pasted it out. And okay, so what is do, it will install the stack navigation. Once you install the stack navigation, copy this pile of code by closing your eyes. Once you copy this code, go to the app.tsx component and just paste it here. All right, and once you paste it here, what you have to do, okay, I'm gonna close this terminal which is unnecessary for me. Okay, this is okay, cool. Now you can see that we are what, let me explain you guys what this code is. First we are importing the React. After that we are importing the view and text. We are importing the navigation container from the React navigation native. After that we are importing the create native stack navigation from the React navigation native stack. After that we are creating one component called function home screen. This is the component. And after that we are having a stack, like we are slicing a stack. Once stack is equal to create native stack navigator. After that we are having a navigation container. Inside this we are having stack.navigation and stack.screen. All right, now I'm gonna start my server again. npm start, it will start the server, and I'm gonna press the A to run on Android. Okay, so you can see that, oh my god, what's not, okay, the port is already in use. Okay, so I'm gonna close this. Okay, I'm gonna again npm start. I'm gonna run the npm start. Sorry for the background noise if you're getting, guys. Sorry for that. So okay, so what we had done so far, okay, you can see that we are getting one error that is called, this is a like that's a profit, like that's one thing which you're gonna learn, like we are getting that already in use, right? npx kill dash port. So I'm gonna kill this port like 8081 right now. So I kill this port 8081 and you can see that it will get killed, and after that I will run this npm start command. Okay, so it will start again, and I will press the A to run on Android. So meanwhile, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna create one folder. The folder name will be source src, and inside this src, I'm gonna create another directory that is called screen. I'm gonna call it screen, and the first screen which we have to design, that is called onboarding screen. If the user open the app first time, at that point of time you're gonna show that onboarding screen. Alright, so we're gonna design that onboarding screen by typing the RNFES, React Native Default Export Style Sheet component. Alright, now once we're done with that, let's go back to the here you can see this home screen code, which is, I don't need it. I'm gonna remove this code. I'm gonna call this called onboarding screen. Okay, I'm gonna call this onboarding screen, and I'm gonna import this component. Okay, by control plus space and hit enter. So you can see that the component has been imported. All right, now let's go to the onboarding screen component, and here we have to style it. All right, so what we need, like we have to style this, like this, right? If we show this onboarding screen. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just export this image, like export up to export this image, right? Where is, okay, I think it's not in a like very good manner they had designed. Like I was thinking we can export it by quickly, but oh really, it's weird, like this is weird Figma. Like they had I just copied this Figma, and I was thinking all these things are grouped together, but it is not. So what I'm gonna do, guys, I'm gonna quickly group this, and after that we'll download this image. So I would not face any issue regarding this. Okay, and you can see that all the image has been selected, and now I'm gonna click on export. Okay, before that I'm gonna group this. So group okay, I think laptop, okay, right click on this, and I'm gonna click this frame selection auto. So I'm gonna click this group selection. I just make it group, and after that I'm gonna make this kind of one if it's possible. Frame selection, okay, not a big deal, and I'm gonna try to export this image. Let's try. I'm gonna make it 512, and let's see how it's visible. Like, let's click on preview. uh, okay, this you can see that this kind of image we are able to see. And export group one. Okay, I'm trying to export it, and let's check it out how it's visibly. Okay, and let's see how it's visible. So I'm gonna open this image quickly. Okay, and I think if doesn't this looks good, we can skip this onboarding screen, I think so. Okay, sorry for the background noise, guys. People were okay. Cool. We can create this onboarding screen. The image looks good. Again, sorry guys. Sorry. Okay, now I'm gonna close this image. Why it's open multiple times, dude? Close all windows. All right. So you can see that our this app is bundling, like, while it's also installing. So I'm gonna style this quickly. So here inside the source directory, I'm gonna call this create another directory that is called assets. My bad. Assets, like this. And inside this assets, like, let me make it bigger for you guys. All right. Inside this assets, I'm gonna the download image is there, I think. Where is that? I think on the desktop, I think group one. So I'm gonna copy this image, I'm gonna paste it inside this, paste it here. Okay, and you can see it, this looks good to me. Okay, and I'm gonna call this onboarding image.png. Okay, and close others. Like, this is a, like, I'm like doing it live stream, like, all things first time trying. So I know, like, it's gonna took some time. It's not a, like, recorded, like, not recorded, not edited. So I might show, like, you guys have to, you're gonna learn something, like, if you're on the, like, if you're on the call, like, if you on the live. So I'm gonna call this styles dot container. Okay, copy this container, and here I'm gonna write flex as a 1. Okay, and once you're done with that, we're gonna write background color. And the background color is what? Background color is this one, black kind of color. So I'm gonna copy this background color, black one, like this, a hash, and like this. Okay, in the last, we will try to refactor this code much more better manner. Okay, but for now, let's manage adjust with this. Okay, and here I'm gonna write another view. Inside this view, we're gonna have an image like this. Inside this image, I'm gonna import source, and we're gonna use the require method, and dot slash assets. Inside the assets, we have image called onboarding image. Okay, and you can see that it's still, like, the app is bundling. I don't know why it's like today, like, it's taking a lot of times. Maybe, like, I'm live, that's why my PC is a bit slow. Maybe this could be the reason. Okay, let me close the unnecessary tabs for now. This unnecessary tabs, this is unnecessary. Okay, and yeah. Oh, almost 46 people has joined. Great. Okay, so you are such an amazing person. Cool, thanks man, thanks bro. So okay, so you can see that our app, but this is really too slow. Like, why it's taking a lot of time today? But yeah, like, we had imported this image. Okay, and after that, we're gonna write view. Inside this view is style, and style is equal to styles dot image container. Okay, I'm gonna call this image container. The reason behind is that I will let you know by applying this style, and I'm gonna write style is equal to styles dot onboarding image. Okay, and you can see that our API has been installing as well on this device. So we're gonna wait for a few seconds, and we're gonna good to go. Okay, oh, it's installing. So let's wait. Okay, cool. I'm gonna, oh great man. Now I think you will not able to see this image. The reason behind is that will let you. Okay, I'm gonna copy this image container, and okay, let me collapse this here like this, and I'm gonna paste, like, image container like this. Okay, and inside this, what we're gonna do, we're gonna apply some margin vertical. Margin vertical could be 10. Okay, but what I'm gonna do, instead of, like, applying this margin vertical constant value, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna create one directory, create one a dimension folder, and there we will, like, store the values. So I'm gonna what okay, let's leave it out for now. let's leave it for now. Okay, I'm gonna copy this onboarding image. So what I was thinking, like I would create this, kind of custom value, like one object, and then we import the value. But yeah, leave it for now. And I'm gonna apply the onboarding image height and width. So if I see on the Figma, let's see on the Figma, what is the height of this image? The height of image like 300 kind of. Okay, so I'm gonna apply height will be 300, width will be 300, and let's check it out. Oh, it's a bit too much high, so we're gonna make it 150. Oh, it's a bit low. I'm gonna apply make it 200. 200 will be like much more better. Yeah, it's I think it's cool. I'm gonna what so inside the image container, so what I'm gonna write justify content center. Okay, and align item center. Okay, now you can see that the image went to the center. But if you see that, we are able to see this, this header. We don't want this header. So what we have to do, we go to the install.navigator, and inside this we are having call screen options, and inside this we're gonna make this header shown as a false. All right, now once we make header shown as a false, it gets removed. Now let's go back to the onboarding screen, and instead of defining a width, I'm gonna make the width as 100%. Now let's check it out. Oh, I think so. It's okay. Instead of margin vertical, I'm gonna apply this margin 10 from the both sides. Okay, and maybe 20. Okay, and for the height, I'm gonna increase the height as a 300. I think it's looking well, but I think it also needs some border radius. So we're gonna apply the border radius of 10 to the image, and let's check it out. Border radius of 10. Okay, so we had applied the border radius as a 10 as well, and margin will be like, I'm gonna make them padding. Let's add some padding, will be like almost 20. Oh, it's cutting the top image if I apply the padding. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna apply the here like margin horizontal will be like 20, not maybe 30 margin horizontal. Okay, and it's looking great, I think so. It's looking great, and if I make it okay, 30 will be like much more better. Okay, and after that we gonna need this text, the best AI image generator. So for that, if you see that there is one font family, we're gonna use this font family. I'm gonna use one font family which I love that. But yeah, before that, let's add this text quickly. I think we can decrease the image like size, I think so. I'm gonna make it 200. I'm gonna decrease the 80%. Not, I'm gonna make it 250. 80%. Okay, 90%. That's, I have to try it out. Like that's a really weird, but yeah, 90% doesn't looks good. Margin horizontal, let's remove it. 95, let's make it 95%. Margin 20 will be like, let's make it 10. Margin vertical, I'm gonna make it like margin vertical will be 10 and maybe 20. Okay, and we have to make this 300 because then the bottom image is like breaking. Okay, and if I make it 100%, I think, what do you think, like 95% looks good to you now? Yeah, I think it's looking good to go. 92. Cool, I think it's looking good. Like, we guys can adjust it later. What do you think, guys? We can adjust it later, right? Okay, cool. Cool. Now after this, what we are going to do here, we can see that text. So we're gonna replace this text with this, the best AI image generator. Okay. So I'm gonna copy this text, copy as a text, and after that I'm gonna paste it here. All right, and I'm gonna call this style is equal to styles dot uh, you know heading text. Okay, and I'm gonna copy this line, copy this name, and after that let me collapse this again, and after that I'm gonna call heading text, and I'm gonna apply the font size will be like 20, and the color you guys can't see that because the color is black. So I'm gonna copy this color, and the color is like white, copy this color, and again paste it here like this. And the font size is like 20, is not looking good, so I'm gonna make it 30, and text align center. Instead of having a like this, I'm gonna make it text align center. Okay, all right. Text align center, and we're gonna apply some font weight as well as a bold, like maybe bold will looks good. Okay, and after that we will do that, that's a font family, different font family, we will do it later. And after that I'm gonna apply some margin as well. Margin vertical will be what, 10 font now. Yeah, 10 is looking good. And after that we are having this button start dreaming, right? So we're gonna create this button as well. So I'm gonna use touchable opacity. Inside this touchable opacity we're gonna have a text called start dreaming. So again, copy as a text not code, bro. Okay, copy as text. Okay, and I'm gonna paste it here like this. And I think it's, can you copy? Okay, so we have to, we want this arrow button as well, like, so what we do, we can use React Native vector icon, so we'll do it later as well. And we're gonna write style is equal to styles dot button text. But before, let me know guys, you can hear me perfectly now. Let me know in the chat, and if you guys have any questions, just let me know. Would love to answer that, guys. Okay, but you can see the font size. Okay, so first of all, what I'm going to make, I'm going to make this button style is equal to styles dot button. I'm going to copy this button, and here I'm going to add it button like this. And background color will be what? Background color is what? Background color is, sorry, recap. Okay, so if you're asking like what we had done so far, so we are trying to build this AI image generator app. So this is the like a dummy Figma. We are designing the onboarding screen. After that, we will design this, this screen, and after that, like we will also make a full stack application. Like we will also create a Node.js server. But yeah, so far we had just created a fresh React Native project, nothing else apart from that, and we are working on this onboarding screen. I think it's straightforward one. Okay, Sumit Kumar, you got it? Cool. Cool. All right. Now let's click on start dreaming, and now let's design this. Okay, so what is the button color? So button color is this color. Copy this color code and paste it here. Okay, and we're gonna apply some height and width of this button color. Like height is width is 256. Okay, so for this button, okay, so I'm gonna apply this color as a what? Color will be what? Color is a white, right? The text color is white. Okay, so let's apply a text color as a white. Copy this color code, and we're gonna paste it here like this. Okay, and we're gonna make this button, right? So we're gonna apply the text justify content as a center. Justify content center. Okay, and we're gonna make this kind of UI, right? So for this, what we gonna do, we're gonna make a parent of touchable opacity, which is gonna make this button as a center. Okay, so if I tell you that width is 265 and height, okay, width is 265, okay, and height is what is height? Height is 44. Okay, if I make this, let's see, I guess the button looks like this. I'm gonna write apply border radius. Border radius will be what? 25. Let's apply a border radius of 25 as well. Now once we're done with that, you can see that, right? But here if I apply align item center and justify content center, justify justify content center, justify content center. All right, and now you can see that we are getting error because we had already initialized that. Okay, but here what we have to do inside this, we have to write text align center, text align center. Okay, so it will went to the center, but we want this button into the center. For that, we're gonna make a button wrapper inside that view, and I'm gonna make this view, and we're gonna call this style is equal to styles dot button wrapper, button wrapper. Okay, and we're gonna make this style quickly by here. After this button, we're gonna have a button wrapper like this. Okay, and I'm gonna write justify content center. Okay, and align item center, align item center. Okay, it went to the center. Awesome, you guys can see that. How crazy is it, right? You got it, guys? This is really crazy. What do you think? What do you think, guys? Okay, and after this what we had done, after this button wrapper, I'm gonna add some margin vertical as a 10 maybe. Okay, now let's check it out Figma, and here we are having a one lines button. Like this is the line, this is the component. Okay, so we're gonna export this image as well again, and I'm gonna click on export, and I'm gonna make it 512 and export component. Okay, and yeah, all right. Now once I export this component, I have to add it as well. All right, so for that I have to open my this, and after that let's see where is it. So that export file is on the downloads. No, I don't think, where is it? So where is it downloaded? Control, let's check out the downloads, open the directory. So it is on this desktop, so I'm gonna cut this line. Okay, cut this code. Okay, and I'm gonna inside this ss directory, I'm gonna paste it here. Okay, and I'm gonna call this onboarding button, onboarding button. All right, now let's close this all, and inside this onboarding screen we're gonna copy this image. Okay, we're gonna do one thing. After this view, we're gonna have a touchable opacity like this, and inside this we're gonna have our image. So we're gonna again source require and dot slash ss slash onboarding button, and now you can see that this is like we looking in the bottom, which is like not we had to define it. So we're gonna call this style is equal to styles dot, and what are you gonna call this? This gonna call this arrow button, arrow button container, arrow button container. So we're gonna call this arrow button container, and we're gonna call this image as a style is equal to styles dot arrow button, arrow button. Okay, now we're gonna copy this both line of code, and we're gonna go to the bottom, and we're gonna call this arrow button container like this, and we're gonna another thing that is called arrow button. And if we have to define this height, so what is the height of this arrow button? If I tell you guys, this is like almost 96. So we have to add height of 96 and width of 96. Let's check it out. All right, you can see that this is looking awesome. Again, we have to make it justify content center, and we're gonna make this align item center. So it went to the center as well. Oh, that's impressive. And we can click on this, it's also clickable. All right, now you can see that we need some padding on the bottom side, and you can see that we had used a lot of image height. So I'm gonna decrease the image height as a 200. Okay, and I'm gonna increase the width as a 100% for now. Okay, and which is looking really weird. I'm gonna make it like 80% for now. Let's check it out. 80%. Okay, let's make it 250. Oh, now it's now we can see that like it's we can say that like it's looking great. it's looking great, right? Or maybe like you can make it 85%, is that's up to you, man. But now it's looking good. And how we can use this line? Anyone knows like how we can use this line? I'm also a bit confused. Like, but yeah, let's give a try. Like, I was thinking, I was thinking to uh, use with the position absolute kind of. Okay, so we're gonna use try with that position absolute. Okay, now what do you think? Like, what is your thoughts on this? Like, what do you think, guys? Should we use position absolute kind of stuff? Okay, let's use this position absolute. Like, so we're gonna have one polygon ellipse, and this is the vector. All right, so there are two vectors, so we're gonna export this vector. So let's try, and then we're gonna give it a try. Like, if it works, then awesome. If it doesn't work, then also awesome. Not a big deal. Okay, and if it really works, like, so we are good to go. We will use it. All right, guys. So I'm gonna export this vector, export vector, and now the vector has been exported. And again, I'm gonna open this directory in the directory like here, and inside this assets I'm gonna copy this directory like this, and copy this, and here paste it here like this. Not works. Again, let's move it here. Okay, and I'm gonna call this vector. Okay, and after that, let's go back to the onboarding screen, and here, what do you think, guys? I will be able to done it or not? I'm gonna give it a try. Let's check it out. I'm gonna apply view, and inside this view I'm gonna have an image. I'm gonna call source require, and we're gonna require this ss class vector. Okay, and we're gonna call style, and style is equal to styles dot vector. Okay, and now we are not able to see any vector right now. Okay, and I'm gonna copy this vector, and I'm gonna call this style is equal to styles dot vector container. Okay, if it works, then awesome. If it doesn't work, then also good to go. But meanwhile, like, let me do a git add. We're gonna add a git add, so we can reverse it as well quickly, right? Git add git commit -m, onboarding screen done kind of. Okay, and I make a mistake, like git commit -m onboarding screen. Okay, now once we commit this screen, now if you do any changes, so we will able to revert it quickly. So I'm gonna vector container, we have vector container, and we have vector like this. Okay, and I'm gonna make a height as a 100 for now. Okay, and still not able to see where is my vector. That's really weird, bro. Okay, not a big deal. Let's apply a build as well, 100%, and now let's check it out. Oh, now we can see it. Awesome. If I make it width as a height as a 400, okay, height is 100. Okay, and I'm gonna make this position as a absolute. Okay, and what we're gonna do, bottom 0, and this is right 0. Okay, and it's still like, oh god, why it's not visible? Okay, I'm gonna make it 500, position relative. Oh, I think it's like today is not working, maybe some reason. It was supposed to work like position relative. I think position absolute works. Okay, it's not working. Not a big deal. And if I make it 4000, and we're gonna apply z index as well, 1111, still not visible to see it. So what I'm gonna do, guys, I'm gonna I can get rid of this if it's not working. Search GPT कर लो. Yeah, let me do GPT. So I'm gonna copy this whole code, and I'm gonna paste it here. I want a vector image on the right bottom side with some height. Okay, now I'm trying with the chat GPT, and let's check it out, like does he able to really works for me or not. Okay, so he's telling that make the content as a position relative, so I'm gonna make this content as a position relative. Okay, and after that, what he is telling, adjust the height, so I'm gonna again copy this code. Okay, and in the bottom, uh, okay, paste it here like this. Oh great man, it's really works for me. 200 works, but I think it's works, it is working for me, it is working. And we can, from the right we can make it like, from the bottom, if we make it 10, make it 10. Okay, and we can have like another vector as well, another vector, second vector, we're gonna call this style dot second vector. Okay, I'm gonna just copy this and let's go to the vector. Okay, and we're gonna call it second vector. Okay, and I think it's really weird. Okay, so what is gonna do, I'm gonna, my bad, what I make a mistake. Here I'm gonna copy this again, and I'm gonna call it second vector container and second vector. Okay, and now let's go to the vector container, and we're gonna copy and paste it stuff again. So let's copy and paste it here, and I'm gonna call this second second vector container, second vector container. So we're gonna copy this second vector container and second vector. Okay, so I'm gonna add it here, second vector container and second vector. Okay, so I think it's gonna make it like height is a 400, height is a 400. Okay, so it will be, wow, it will be what, it will be from the right maybe 10, from the right side it should be 10 and 20, and we're gonna make it z index is a 1, so it will be on the top of this stuff. Okay, bottom will be 0 for this. Oh, that's not impressive, that's not impressive. Height will be 400, height will be 600, 900. Okay, let's do ChatGPT again. What do you think, guys? I'm gonna do ChatGPT again for now. uh, you know After one vector you have to show second vector. Can you fix it and write the complete code? Now let's check it out, like does he is really able to works or not. All right, okay, so we're gonna wait for a few seconds. Any questions on this, guys? Any questions? Any questions, guys? Just let me know. Any questions? Any questions? If anyone has, just let me know. Okay, so I just do ChatGPT. I think it's written the prompt, and again I'm gonna just copy this code, and I'm gonna dump this code, and let's check it out. Does vectors works? No, not as expected. So it is not as expected. So we're gonna make this like this. Vector container, bottom will be 0. Okay, and right will be like maybe 10, maybe 0 works. And again this the second vector container, and the second vector container will be again bottom 0, and from the right will be 20. Okay, why it's not like taking the right direction? Like, okay, this also looks good. I think so. We can have a vectors like this. Okay, let's try with the second vector. So I'm gonna export this second vector. Okay, export vector. Okay, and I'm gonna give a try. Like, does it works with the second vector or not? Okay, and where is the second vector? Which one I downloaded right now? I had control J. I had downloaded vector number 26. So I'm gonna copy this code, paste it here, paste, and I'm gonna call this what vector second. Okay, and let's go back to the onboarding screen component, and here I'm gonna check that vector second dot png. Oh, this works for me. Awesome, awesome. Now let's go to the second vector container. Okay, and position right will be 10. If I make it 10, right is a 10, and I think make sure it's C behind the element. So I'm gonna make it, I'm gonna remove this code z index. Okay, and height is 300. I'm gonna make it 400. Oh, 300 not. I'm gonna make it 250. Oh, 300 looks good, I think so. And width will be like, if I make it 300. Oh, that's impressive. That's really impressive, guys. What do you think? uh, I think it's not it's not impressive. This width will be get increased, like make it width as 100 and height as 100. Okay, and not 100, let's make it 150, 150, and this one make it 200 instead of having a 300. And this is looking as expected. This is looking as expected. Awesome, awesome. What do you think, guys? It's looking good. What do you think, guys? What do you think? What do you think? It's looking good. Okay, live chat, sort out please. Yeah, all right, all right. Now let's move further. Let's move further. So we are done with this onboarding screen. I think it's looking good. Not as bad, not as good, but it's looking well. What do you think, guys? So this is the screen we had get, like onboarding screen, and once the user will click, it went to the next screen. Okay, now let's go to the app.tsx. Now the next stuff which we have to work on. Thanks, man, Islamic Suffer. Now the next thing which we have to work on this called vectors. This is the vectors which we want to install the React Native vectors icon. So I'm gonna search React Native vectors icon, React Native vectors icon npm. Okay, now because I want this this arrow icon, right? So I'm gonna copy this package, and I'm gonna install this package quickly for you guys. We're gonna also make a custom font family as well. Like we're gonna use a custom font family as well. All right, so I'm gonna make it here. I'm gonna make it here. But I finally, like we had done this vector. Like I was not thinking I was able to do it, but yeah, with the help of ChatGPT, we are able to do it. So meanwhile installing the React Native vectors icon, we have to do some setup as well. So we have to go inside the Android app build.gradle. We have to go inside this Android app build.gradle. Okay, so let's go to the Android app and the build.gradle, and here we have to paste this line of code, copy this line of code, and you have to paste this line of code. After that, you're gonna run npm start. Okay, so I just run again npm start. Okay, and after that, to use the React Native vectors icon, like we want this arrow icon. How we can use it? You have to just search React Native vector icon directory. Okay, Once you search React Native vectors icon directly, you will went to this website. Okay, now I will went to this website. Now after that, I'm gonna drink the water. Okay, any questions, guys? Any questions? Meanwhile, just let me know. Okay, so we had like almost 99 people has joined today. Okay, now let's continue. Let's build it up this today like quickly. Now I copy this code, apply code, and we want arrow icon, right? So let's search arrow. Okay, now arrow will be arrow right. I want this icon and design icon. All right, so how we can use it? To use this and design icon, we have to go back to the again onboarding screen, and here we have to import import the and design from the React and native vector. Why it's not getting suggestion, dude? Why I'm asking questions, why I'm not getting suggestions? Okay, not a big deal. I'm gonna copy this line of code from here so I did not make any mistake. Okay, so here you can see that import icon React Native vectors icon. Okay, I'm gonna just paste it here quickly for now instead of typing that. And we are using this and design icon, and we have to write and design, and the place of icon we're gonna use and design. All right, I'm gonna copy this and design name, and we're gonna scroll this, and we're gonna have a text. Is that start trimming text? Here we are having inside that text we're gonna add this icon and design like this. Okay, and we're gonna pass the name will be what? Name is arrow right. So let's copy this name arrow right, and we're gonna define a color and the size. The color will be what? White. So I'm gonna write #3 ff, and the size is what? Size will be like as a font size. So what is the font size, bro? So if I show you the button text, oh, we had not defined a font size. That's weird. Okay, let's define a font size. Font size will be, why I'm not getting suggestion? Let me reload the page. Reload window. Okay, now let's close others folders, collapse this again. You know, I'm gonna get the font size will be what? Oh god, font size will be what? 20 maybe, I'm not sure, but yeah. So again I'm gonna make this that size the icon as well, but let me check on the Figma. What is the size? The size is like 14. Okay, the font size is like 15 we are using, so I think 20 will also looks good too. Good to go. What do you think, guys? My energy is low. I'm feeling that. I know, uh, speaking from last 1 hour, the energy gets low, like literally, guys, literally. And design, yeah, the 24. Sumit, you are awesome, man. Are you coding along with me? Oh, great, man, great. All right, so let's continue where we are. So we had imported the we are imported the vector cycle. Let me show you quickly. Once you done with that, I'm gonna do one more thing. I'm gonna use a custom font family as well. The font family which I want, there's one font family which is my favorite one for now from some days, so we'll try to use that. So for that, but let me show you the icon quickly for now. It's gonna bundling the app. I know it's taking some time, but yeah, bundling. Okay, cool, not a big deal. So there's one font family which I'm loving it nowadays, so I will show you quickly, guys. Where's that? The project was like uh, trip easy. Yeah, this is the font, this the font family which is used in this project. I'm loving that, so I'm gonna use that font family into our project. Okay, into our project. So I'm gonna copy that font family name, or like, okay, user flow, and not this. Okay, I think this is the font family. Font family is what? What is the name of this font family, bro? What's not showing? Okay, okay, I think I will got it. Where is that? Space grotesque. This is the name, space grotesque. Okay, so I'm gonna download that font, Google Fonts, and we're gonna use that font family. Okay, space grotesque. Okay, now let's check it out. Space, space grow. Is it my internet really slow, guys? You are able to listen me now? Okay, okay, okay. Space grow text. What is the name? Space grow text. Okay. Space. Yeah, we got this font family. This is the font family which I'm loving it nowadays. So remove font family. In the card, I think already I have this font family. So I'm gonna click on download all. So it will download this font family. I'm gonna download in the downloads directory. So it will be easy to extract this. Once I download this, open this folder and extract this font family. So I'm gonna extract this quickly. Extract all. Extract. Okay. Once I extract this here inside the study directory, we are having a like lot of fonts like bold, light, medium, regular. So I'm gonna copy this whole folder, and after that we're gonna go in. Okay, now let's check the icon. Oh great guys, we are able to see that icon as well. Awesome, this is really looking crazy. What do you think, guys? This icon, this is really looking crazy. What is your thoughts on this, guys? We're gonna also deploy this on the Play Store, so you have to show your love there. If you have any doubts, just let me know. Okay, now you can see that it is not on the center, like it is not aligned perfectly. So we're gonna write as well, align items, align items center. Okay, and after that into the button text, so I'm gonna apply some padding, horizontal as a 10, so have some padding as well. Okay, and now let's check it out. Oh, why it's not applying, bro? Why it's not applied? Okay, button text. Okay, let's do one thing. Let's do one thing. Let's do one thing. What if we can do? Where is that and design icon? Start trimming. So I'm gonna apply some white space quickly, so it will get some. Okay, so instead of doing like this, so I'm gonna make this like this. My bad again. Oh, what am I doing right now? I'm gonna remove this and design after the text, and now let's check it out. Now let's go to the button, and here I'm gonna make this you know flux direction as a row. Okay, once I make it row, it is looking good. I'm gonna make it gap as a 10. The gap will be 10. Okay, but if I see that there is some having some adjustment issue which I'm feeling like, which is not really looking good to me. Okay, so let me see what mistake am I doing. Align content center, let me remove this. Okay, and align item center, flex Jackson row, and gap 10, font size 20. I think it's looking well. Okay, we can see that it's looking well. What do you think? Okay, now I was thinking adding a font family. To add the font family, what do you have to do? Here you have to create one directory called assets. Okay, and inside this assets directory you have to create one fonts directory. Inside this fonts you have to paste your all the fonts family which you had downloaded. Control C, and inside this font family fonts directory I'm gonna paste it that. Okay, once I pasted here, like you can see that all the fonts family has been pasted inside the assets and the fonts. All right, now after that you have to create one file that is called React Native. Okay, dash React Native config.js, and here you have to write module dot exports and like this, and here you have to write project. Inside this project you have to write Android like this and iOS. Okay, and after that you have to write assets. Okay, and here you have to write like this, require, and you have to assets, require the assets dot slash assets slash fonts. All right, once you're done with that, you have to run one command that is called npx react native to start linking. Npx react native, maybe I could make mistakes, so I have to search a Google as well. Npx react native assets, so I could be wrong this command maybe. Okay, this is the wrong command. Npx react native assets. So what is do, oh god, again I make a mistake. Npm assets asset, npx react native asset. Okay, so I make a lot of mistake. I was thinking I'm doing wrong, correct, but a Google sign in pay video, yeah, definitely bro, will make it. Okay, so I'm gonna add it on my to do. We'll add it, like, we'll make it tomorrow. Google sign in videos, like this, really straightforward bro to make. Okay, so what I'm doing right now, guys, what I have to do, I have to add custom font family. Add custom font family in React Native. Okay, just search custom font family. Okay, this, follow this log rocket article, and they have mentioned very perfectly, which I had followed. So I had download that assets perfectly, assets slash fonts. So after that you have to link this. So I was making this mistake, I was making this npx react native slash assets. So what is mistake which I'm doing here? The file name, I think maybe I'm making react native dot config react dash native dot config dot js, and paste the code below. I am making correctly, right? ASSETS, and inside that we are having a fonts. I think it's good to go, bro. Cannot find module assets. Oh, really? Okay. So I'm gonna copy this again, this whole line of code, module.exports, and inside this react native config.js, react dash native.config.js, I'm gonna replace that. Okay. Oh, I got it. I was making this, I was requiring here. I was requiring this, but it should be like direct path. You got it? So that's why, like, sometimes you have to do Google instead of having a self, self something kind of. So you can see that it's a had created the link. Okay, and I'm gonna write git add, git commit, react icons and font family. Oh my bad, icons and font family setup. Okay, I had commit that. Now let's go back, let's go to the onboarding screen, and here we have to use a custom font family, that roboto one. So to use that, this is supposed to go to text. So what you have to do, I'm going to create one directory called theme. Inside this theme, I'm going to create one file, font family.ts. okay, I'm going to call export const font family, like this, and here I'm going to call this bold. Okay, and I'm going to copy this name quickly, and here I'm going to paste it here like this. Okay, we are having 5, so we're going to paste it here 5. Okay, and I'm going to call this light, medium, and we're going to call this regular, and we're going to call it semi bold. Okay, and here I'm going to write light, medium, regular, and we're gonna call it semi bold. All right, I'm gonna copy this font family. Let's go back to the onboarding screen quickly, and we have to use a custom text. All right, the best AI generator. Let's go to the editing text, and here I'm gonna write font family. I'm gonna import the font family dot bold. Let's try with the bold. It doesn't apply anything, right? Let me reload the app. Okay, because we had not started our so why, that's why it's not applying. I was surprised, like, why we had done the setup, Why it's not applying really? So again we have to bundle the app, and after that it will apply, and we'll see that how it's looking. Okay, and after that I'm gonna also apply the font family as well. So I'm gonna copy this font family. Now we will see that after once the app get bundled. So but yeah, we are gonna apply font family as a regular medium. Okay, so how are you feeling guys? Like almost in 1 hour I'm feeling exhausted. What is how you feeling guys? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat guys. Just want to talk with you guys. Any questions, anything, any requirements, anything, just let me know. Would love to hear guys. Ah, all right, so let's continue guys, let's build it up. Okay, now after that we have to design this next screen. Okay, generate image in real time. So what I'm gonna thinking guys, instead of, okay, before that we have to design this tab navigation. Okay, to design the tab navigation we have to again search React Native navigation. Okay, search the React Native navigation, open this, click on read docs, and here you have to open this bottom tab navigation. Where's the bottom tab navigation? Let's search bottom tabs. Okay, click on this bottom tabs. Okay, so this is the kind of bottom tabs which we need. Copy this bottom tabs, copy this command. Okay, and again we're gonna paste it here, like meanwhile installing the app, npm install bottom tabs. After that, this is the code for bottom tab navigator. I'm gonna copy this code, and inside this source I'm gonna create one directory called navigations. Inside this that I'm gonna call this bottom tab. Okay, home tab navigation dot tsx r and fes React Native default. Okay, we're gonna make it like this. I'm gonna go and paste it at this code. Okay, and now you can see that a custom font family text is visible there. The best AI image generator. Okay, now let's change with the font family. Instead of having a font family bold, I'm gonna make it a different one. Let's check it out. Font family dot regular. I'm gonna remove this font weight. Okay, because I don't want this font weight. Okay, regular is looking weird for me. Semi bold, let's check it out. Oh, it's looking really awesome, bro. What is your thoughts on this, guys? It's looking awesome. It's looking awesome. Okay, now after this we are done with the onboarding screen. In like onboarding screen and project setup almost took 1 and 21, like almost 1 hour. So now after that we are doing the setup of this bottom tab navigation. So we had installed this bottom tab navigation, and we're gonna again restart our app, or install the app. Now let's go to the home tab navigation, and here we need how many icons? The first home screen, discover screen, and the like screen. Okay, that's a really weird, but a home, discover, and the like screen. Okay, so inside this screen we're gonna create a multiple screen. So I'm gonna create home screen dot tsx r and fes. All right, now after that we're gonna make another screen that is called discover screen dot tsx or explode screen r and fes. All right, now after that we're gonna have a like screen dot tsx r and fes. And my mouth is very paining right now because I'm speaking from last 1 hour. Literally guys, it's crazy for me, like doing a live and speaking as well. So I'm gonna speak because you guys understand. home Home tab navigation, I'm gonna call this home tab navigation, and we're gonna have a like home screen. Okay, and we're gonna have a import the home screen. We're gonna have a discover dis sorry a discover discover screen, and we're gonna import that discover screen as well. uh, Discover screen, and after that we're gonna have a third icon that is called like screen or favorite screen. Like screen, and we're gonna import that like screen. All right, and we have to export default home tab navigation. Awesome. Now let's go to the stack here, and after that here we're gonna call this home tab or app tab, whatever you can call it. Like I'm gonna call this home tab, and I'm gonna import that home tab navigation component. Okay, now as you can see that we had imported that home tab navigation. It's telling property home tab doesn't navigation exist. So now it's almost exit, and I don't know why this button's not working for now, like why it's not clicking. Alright, now after that we are design this bottom tab navigation, but when we click on start trimming it should go to the home tab. Right, now let's check it out, like why it's not working. Now let's go to the onboarding screen. Const we're gonna use const navigation. Const navigation is equal to use navigation like this. Const handle const go to go to go to okay, navigate to home, navigate to home. Okay, and here we're gonna call navigation dot navigate, and we're gonna write home tab. Home tab, oh my bad, it's not like that, it's called home tab. Okay, like it's gonna be like main tab. We're gonna call this main tab instead of having a main. Okay, let's make it home tab. You guys can decide different name if you want. So let's go back to the onboarding screen, and we're gonna trigger this. Now let's go to the start dreaming, and here we're gonna have on press function, and we're gonna call this same for this image on press, and gonna now let's click on this. Now let's reload this once. Okay, and we click on this. I just click on that button. Okay, now you can see that we went to the this tab navigation kind of stuff. All right, so amazing. So I have seen your full videos, really helpful for me. Great man, good to hear that. I'm putting a lot of efforts right now. I'm just thinking like let's end the live stream, but yeah, let's build it up as I promised that. Okay, but yeah, means a lot to me, bro. Now after this, we're gonna generate this kind of UI. Okay, so to generate this kind of UI, first of all, let's go to the home tab navigation, and here we're gonna have a screen options, and inside this screen options I don't want to show this header shown as a false. Okay, and after that, instead of like whenever I reload app, it's go to the onboarding screen, which I don't want. All right, so for that what we can do here inside this app.tsx, we can define initial route name if you want, initial route name, and we're gonna call this home tab for now. So if whenever we reload the app, it will open this home tab screen. Okay, all right. Now let's go back to the home tab navigation, and here we have to do it like this. The color and this all the stuff should looks like this color. All right, so how we can do that, do that. The color which we want for that, you know so we're gonna apply a you know tab. Okay, okay, let's add this here icon. How we can add the icon inside these options? We are having called uh, icon, tab bar icon, and this component will responsible for rendering the icon. So we're gonna use this icon, any icon. So again, I'm gonna close others tab. Okay, and I'm gonna import the home, like we want the home icon. All right, so I'm gonna type home, and we can use this feather home icon, which is looking good, rather than the others all. All right, so yeah, I'm gonna use this feather icon. To use this feather icon, what you have to do, you have to write import feather from React Native vector icon slash feather, like this. Once you're done with that, copy this feather. Okay, and here you have to write feather like this. We're gonna have a name, and the name will be what? The name will be home. Okay, so let's write the name as a home, and now you can see that name home screen, but here we don't want to show this tab bar label, tab bar uh, label tab bar label tab bar show label. I'm gonna make it false. I don't want to show this label. Okay, now we have here, we get this two stuff. The first stuff is called color, other stuff is called size and the focus. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna get the rest parameters like this, and once we get the rest, we're gonna just split that. So we will getting three objects and we are just trying to split that. Okay, so we're gonna do again, we're gonna copy this options property here, and here we're gonna pass that again, here we're gonna pass that again. Okay, but instead of having a home for all, we're gonna call this explore or discovery. We no, not explore. Let's try with the discover. 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 Really, like new. Okay, I'm gonna try globe icon. Like globe will looks perfect. So I'm gonna use this globe icon to explore that. Or maybe like if you can use like a search icon, just like Instagram. Like for the explore, they are using search. And the last one is called hot. So I'm gonna write hot. Okay, and we are good to go. We are having a three icons. All right, and here I'm gonna call a tab bar background, tab bar background, tab bar background, tab bar inactive background color, tab bar background will be, if I make it red, must be a scope using this. It will take a component, like not like that. So I'm gonna make it like this. Maybe if I return a view. Okay, I think I forget that. Let's, sometime what you have to do, to just to Google, like instead of getting this all the stuff, just try to just do a Google. Okay, so what you can do, guys, you can just Google it. Okay, so we're gonna do Google for this, like how to change, like basically what we have to do, we have to make a background, different background color, background tab bar, style the badge on the tab icon. You can specify a badge color, background, tab bar active background color, tab bar inactive background color. Okay, tab bar active background color, we're gonna use this property as well. Okay, and we're gonna use this later, and again inactive background color as well. And background tab bar style. Yeah, inside the tab bar style property we can define that we are having a tab bar style, and here we can write a background color. My bad. A background color will be like background color, and here we can define a certain background color. So for, if you see that here we are using this background color, copy this background color, and here you're gonna paste it here like this. Okay, if it's if it's inactive, so you have to use this background color, like tab bar inactive tint color is gonna be this. And why it's not rendering something on the UI? Okay, now we can see that. All right, tab bar background inactive tint color. I was make a mistake. I make a mistake. Not inactive tint color will not that. Tab bar active background color. Tab bar active tint color, not background. I was making a fool like myself. So the background will be the same. We're gonna not change that. Tab bar active, tab bar inactive tint color will be what? It's gonna be white like this. Okay, now I think it's looking good for now. Now let's tab bar. Okay, I make a mistake, like copy this, and again it's gonna be like, if it's active then white, if it's inactive then bluish white. Okay, tab bar inactive tint color is like bluish white. And awesome, this is looking good for me. What do you think, guys? Is it looking good to you? All right. Here if you see that we're gonna make like this. Yeah, it is like that as we had expected. Okay, so we had designed this tab bar. It is really straightforward, guys. If you have any questions, just let me know. Okay, let me know, guys, in the chat if you have any questions. Any questions, sir? Okay, cool. Now after that we're gonna move further. What is that? We have to start working on this home screen. So we're gonna call this style is equal to styles dot container. Okay, I'm gonna copy this container, and here we're gonna write Flux as a 1. Okay, and after that we're gonna write background color. The background color will be what? The background color is this. Okay, this one is the background color. Let me copy this background color and paste it here like this. All right, now the first thing which we want a text on the top, Dream AI. All right, so we're gonna add that text. So style is equal to styles dot app name. Copy this text, scroll down, paste it here. Okay, and we're gonna call this what? The app name is like Dream AI. Dream AI, and we're gonna have a container, like, you know, view. I'm gonna give it a try, like if that looks well. And I wanna give one try, one thing which will I'll let you know. Styles dot app logo container, and let's go to the app name, and here the color will be what? The color will be a white, right? Or any other color you can. Yeah, white will be looks good. And after that, the font family will be medium. And after that I'm gonna increase the font size will be like 12. Not 12, bro. Make it 20. Okay, and I'm gonna make this text align as a center. All right, now I'm gonna add some AI image generator. Not looking well. Can you make this kind of text? I think like if we can do it on the Photoshop quickly, like if you do it like here, it's gonna take a lot of times, right? So I'm gonna just write Dream AI, nothing else from that. Okay, and app logo container. Now we're gonna add some styling here. App logo container. Padding can we give 10, and Dream AI. All right. Now after this, we're gonna add this text, this kind of text, right? Basically text input. Okay, so we're gonna have a prompt input or text input. Prompt input. I make like a lot of typos, so you can ignore it. All right, now after that we're gonna have a text input. We're gonna style this. Style is equal to styles dot text input. Okay, copy this, and here we're gonna define height and width. And after that we're gonna have another thing that is called view text input wrapper or container, whatever you can call it. I'm gonna call it styles dot text input wrapper. Copy this. Once you copy this, let's go back, and here we're gonna paste it here, text input wrapper like this. And here we're gonna do one thing, but before that we're gonna define a height and width. The height is like almost 3, width is like 100%. Width we can give 100%, and height we can define maybe a 300, whatever we want. And we can like style this here, and we can border width as a 1, and the border color is what? This is the color. Copy this. Oh god, copy this and paste it here like this. Oh really, like 300 is too much, make it 200. And after that we're gonna apply padding as a 20. Okay, and we're gonna have some border radius of 10, and this is the background color. Which we want. It's two background color. Literally not able to believe it, bro. But yeah, let's try. Background color is like this is the color, background color. Something different. Yeah, this is something different. Switch to the horizontal toolbar. Oh no. Setting. I don't like this new keyboard, especially for in development. Okay, now let's go back. Okay, now after that we're going to define the color. The color will be what is the color here? A white color. So let's write a white color, triple FFF. Okay, and it's still not visible. Let me reload the app, and now let's give it a try. I think we can make it like as a 2. It's looking perfect. All right, now after that we're gonna write a font family. The font family will be like regular. Let's see. A regular. Okay, and if I define the height, like why it's not it should start from the why it's having some padding, like if it's like you know the input should start from the top, right? But I don't know why like it's starting from there. uh, if we make it 100 will like, I'm gonna copy this code and I'm gonna clear this terminal, git add, git commit. So I'm working on home screen. Okay, now I'm get bored, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just paste it this code and I'm gonna upload from computer. And what I'm gonna do, guys, I'm gonna tell him that, bro, can you make this kind of export image? So I'm gonna just try one thing. Let's see. uh Hello, I love boss. Hones you. Hey man, what does mean? Okay, so now after this, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna that upload from computer, and the downloaded image I'm gonna paste it here, like, and I'm gonna tell that, bro, can you make the UI as mentioned on image? So instead of doing it like uh, coding, so I'm gonna see that like it is really able to do it or not. But let's see. Let's see we are able to do it or not. I'm not sure, but let's wait for some few minutes and let's check it out. So it has written some code, and we're gonna copy that and try to use that. And if it works, so we'll use it right there. If it doesn't works, we'll leave it. Okay, now I just paste that code and we are getting some error like expo icon. So this is written expo code, so I'm gonna import font. Okay, we have to import the font awesome from React Native vectors icon slash font awesome. All right, now, oh really it's like he has done a great job, dude. I think it's really looking great. Like, I'm gonna make it Dream AI. Okay, and I'm gonna call this made by 0 degree coder. Enter your prompt. Really, guys, like it's really like how ChatGPT is crazy. Like it saves tons of time for me. Really, like, and you can see that like I don't want to show my tab. You know, so tab. If I type keyboard, tab but I don't keyboard. Okay, so it's gonna be true. And like what is happening now, whenever I click on this prompt, it was like showing the tab bar, so now it's hide row. Okay, now it's really like made by 0 degree coder. Optional, like this is the like optional stuff which I don't want API input, so we can get rid of this. Enter your prompt. Okay, and we're gonna go to the text input wrapper, and again we are having a text input with font family whatever. This is really crazy. Like, what do you think, guys? This saves a lot of times for me. Self करके देखो. Okay, but what is that? Like, just do chat GPT and like itself, like weight, border, background color, text alignment vertical. This is a property, like this text alignment vertical, Sumit. It saves a lot of times, bro. Thanks, Sumit, for letting me know. Okay, so we had done with this. We had defined the height and padding horizontal. So height we have border description. I'm gonna make this in margin top as a 10. Okay, and API key input, we don't want API key input anymore, so we can get rid of this. API key wrapper, optional text. Okay, and made by margin top, Okay, and where is that? Container app logo, container app logo, container margin top these. Okay, 30 not these. Text input wrapper, we're gonna make it 10. Height, font family. I think it's really crazy, really crazy. Okay, and after that, what we have to do, we have to make it powered by Together AI in Flux. Okay, uh, it's I think it's really crazy. Okay, we had having added the icon as well. Now after that, what I'm gonna do, you know, done. So what we next want that whenever the user types something, so here uh, we have to render the image as well, right? So we have to render the image, and this this text should get removed, this icon, so we have to use scroll view. All right, now I'm gonna again go to the chat gpt and tell that, bro, I can do this stuff. So let's try. Bro, now you have to use scroll view. Okay, and and once the image get generated, okay, you might can take any example, any state of image, and at that point of time, you don't have to render the footer text. Okay, and you're gonna render the image along with the download button. Can you do it? So what I was thinking now, like for example, like if there's any generated image, so we're gonna use that, and like we're gonna see that like does it really works. So we're gonna use this chat gpt, and let's see we can generate or not. What do you think, guys? We would able to generate it? And like once we're done with this, like we are almost done with this all this stuff, so we're gonna make a like lot of times quickly. Like now I'm gonna just paste it here, and let's check it out. So if I click on generate image, and now the image is there. Okay, and I think we don't want generate image button anymore, because it's automatic generate that image. Generate image button, we don't want generate image button. So user has to scroll, which I don't want to scroll that. This download button should be come up. I think it's okay. Okay, he can scroll that. Okay, not a big deal for me. Okay, okay, cool. Now after that, once we're done with this, we're gonna have a discovery screen. So now again I'm gonna tell that, bro, as you had designed the home screen, can you please design the discover screen same UI pattern. Here you're gonna render the list of images, nothing else. You will make API call and get the list of data like this: prompt, image URL. Just, you got it. Make it like Instagram. So let's see, like I'm using ChatGPT, and like trying to save a lot of times for me right now, and we are almost 2 hours, and it should be like done in less than 2 hours. So but yeah, if you guys are you getting any background noise, lot of background noise from my side? So sorry for that, but yeah. So we get that, and I just copy this and let's paste it in the discover screen, and let's check it out. Oh, download is it really looking well? I think this is also works for me for now. For initial phase, we can do it like later. We can upgrade it later if you want. What do you think? Yeah. Uh, Now let's go to the like screen. Uh, do this. Uh, can you please do this as well? So here we're gonna have a like screen functionality as well. Okay. So like we almost done with the UI quickly just because of ChatGPT. You can see that that's a profit of using ChatGPT. Yeah, all good, Sumit. Great. That's great to hear that. Sumit, thanks. Really, like means a lot to you on the live, bro. Are you learning something, bro? Sumit, how many of you on the chat? Like, how many are you live currently with me? Just type hi or something, anything. Just let me know. Copy code, and we're gonna again paste it here on the like screen. So we are done with this almost all the screens. Let's go to the like screen, and here we can see the liked image as well. Okay, and here we can have a download image, and we can have a one more button called like image button as well. Where is that button? Download image. We can have another button called uh, like image like image, and we can have a download button, and we can have margin vertical as a 10 as well. So you can see that like image as well, and we are done done with the UI. Done with the UI. Now after that we're gonna make a server, we're gonna create a backend server, we're gonna try that. But can you make the UI more great? Now let's see, like it's really works for me. If it can make a great UI for me, that's gonna really impressive. But if it not, then also impressive, not a big deal for me. Okay, and now after this, once we're done with this UI stuff, we're gonna do next stuff that is, you guys know, that is called API designing. So let me type it here, UI design. Okay, and basically app design. After that, API design, deployment of server, on Vercel. Okay, and after that, API integration on the app. Okay, and publishing the app on Play Store. Okay, so we're gonna do this all the stuffs. So we'll try to do that like before 11 o'clock, like before the dinner time, so my mom did not scold me a lot. Okay, so we're gonna again let's copy this code, and let's see like does it really works for me. Does it really looking great? Unable to resolve modulus, something's there. React Native vectors I can. He is using linear gradient kind of stuff, so I'm gonna install this package. So he is using React Native linear gradient, so I'm gonna try to use that. Okay, so I'm gonna just cut this line of code, npm I React Native linear gradient, because he's using React Native linear gradient. So I'm also giving one shot how it's gonna look like. Okay, so again after that, npm start, and we're gonna type A to run on Android. Okay, and let's check it out. Let's check it out. We are almost 6 users. Like, just type hi, bro. Like, if you're there, would love to know that. Okay, and after meanwhile, like, let me also create one repository, and we can push this on the repository. So I'm gonna go to the GitHub, and here I'm gonna create one repository called Dream AI. New. Uh, I'm gonna choose the owner as a 0-degree coder, and this name is called Dream AI colon AI image generator. Okay, AI image generator. Okay, and we're gonna make it public for you guys, so you can, like, it's totally AI image generator, and I'm gonna call this Dream AI app. Okay, make it simple, Dream AI app. All right, so you guys, doesn't make complicated for you guys to read. Okay, so I'm gonna copy this line of code, git remote add origin, and let me push this code on the GitHub. Okay, so I added the origin, and after that it will get pushed once I type git push. Okay, and after that git push set upstream origin main, copy this and paste it here again. Okay, and once I paste it here, it will get pushed to the GitHub. So now let's reload this, and now you can see that it has been pushed, and you can guys could just copy, will drop this link on the chat, so you guys can also check this code parallelly as well. Okay, and you guys can support me as well from this hot icon or like this. Okay, and if you are liking this video, like, it's really means, like, I'm putting a lot of efforts for you guys. Okay, and I'm gonna just see that. Okay, now after that, what we are doing here, we have to make another stuff. We have to do as another repository. That repository will be on the my server, because on this organization level I will not able to deploy it on the Vercel. So I'm gonna create another repository. Let's create another repository, your repository, and I'm gonna call this Dream AI server. uh, dream dream AI server. Okay, it's gonna be again public repository, and meanwhile, like, all app has been installing, and let's see how the app is gonna looking like after some UI changes. So okay, meanwhile it's doing. Now let's create the repository, create repository, and okay, and after that we're gonna create a Node.js server. So let's do that quickly. But what we are doing here, one more thing which I will do that, uh, can you make okay, so we're gonna do one changes that. Okay, can you make the background color like a radial gradient with a small circle, and you can see that this is really looking great. What do you think, guys? Is this looking great? And here we are having a download image and the like image button as well. Yeah, this is looking great. But I had let's check it out, like, again, this new code, the code they had written that. So I'm gonna just copy this code. Okay, and I'm gonna paste it this here, and let's see what component I am trying to import. And now after that I just save it, and if I reload it, nothing looks great to me for me right now. Okay, and if I have to do, okay, let's leave it. So okay, we don't want generate image button. We can do it like this. What we do, say the scroll view. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, guys, I'm gonna just generate image button. I'm gonna remove this generate image button. Okay, and as you know, guys, I'm not using generate image button anymore, and I can move this. Generate image button on the, okay, not a big deal. Okay, cool. We're gonna click on discover screen. We are done with this, all the stuff which we are supposed to do. Okay, done with the app UI. Okay, so now I'm just pushing it out, and I'm gonna push that code on the GitHub as well, so you guys can clone it and like make it. All right, so okay, now after that what we are going to do, we are going to create a server. Okay, so to create a server, let's go back again here, and I'm going to collapse this all. I'm going to create this, open this directory, and I'm going to create another directory called dream AI server. Okay, and after that I'm going to open in the VS code, so more options, open with code. Okay, and first of all I'm going to add a git ignore file, so I'm going to copy this git ignore. Okay, and I'm going to paste it in git ignore file. Okay, so it will not post unnecessary changes. After that we have to initialize this repository, so I'm going to write git init, and after that we're going to write index.js. First I'm going to write git init meanwhile, and once I init the repository, I'm going to also initialize a npm project, npm init -y, to initialize a empty repos, initialize a node project, npm init -y. Once I done with this, I'm going to install this necessary package, npm iexpress, cause, and the mongoose. Okay, once I done with that, we have to also install this package called Together AI. So before that, there's one example, like there's one reference project which I was following up. So if I show you guys the reference project which I was talking about to make the server, like that is the, like, if I show you, this is the GitHub. If I click on this, and they have mentioned that very clear, like very a good like stuff. So on the package.json, let me show you. There's one package called Talvin, not Together AI, so we're gonna use Together AI as well. So but let me create a one API quickly, then after that we will install the unnecessary package, like other required packages. So I'm going to write const const express is equal to require express. Okay, once we done, we require the express. Okay, and you have to write const app is equal to express, like this. Okay, and after that you have to write a one endpoint, right? You have to write app dot relation, and here you have to define a const port. So I'm going to write a port quickly here, const port is equal to maybe 777. So I'm going to write on the 77 port, and here I just define the port, and here we're going to have a callback function, and I'm going to write a console app is, okay, and I'm going to write a console that app is running on dollar port. All right, and once we're done with that, app is running on that port, you have to install on package -d nodemon. What does that nodemon do? It will run the server on the back, like whenever we do some changes, it will keep running the server. Okay, now after that I'm going to just go to the package.json, and here I'm going to write one script called start, and once if you type node index, okay, and if we have to another command that is called dev, and it will be called node mon. Okay, now after that I'm going to run npm run dev to start the server with the node mon. Okay, now you can see that app is running on 777. Okay, and here I'm going to write one endpoint. Okay, one controller, like one endpoint, that is called app app dot app dot use. You can use like if you wanted to use, but I'm gonna use another stuff. So basically I'm gonna write app dot okay, I'm a bit confused. So basically I'm gonna write one controller, uh, very straightforward. So we can use app dot use slash, my bad, app dot use slash API slash generate image. So I'm gonna just tell that a chat GPT write a code in Node.js, and the controller will be in another file. Okay, so we're gonna have like inside the controller. So I'm gonna create one controllers like this. So here I'm gonna create a controllers. So I'm gonna just copy this name, controllers, and we're gonna have a route as well. Why my hand is slipping? Okay, so I'm gonna have another thing that is called routes, which will keep track the routes. And after that, as you can see that you have to copy this. Okay, before that, middlewares to pass the JSON request, you have to also use app.use express.json, which I was forgetted. Okay, and I'm gonna copy this line of code, and here app.use image route. Okay, so let's create a file called image route.js. Const express is equal to require express. So we can copy this line of code. I'm gonna just quickly copy this line of code. Const express is equal to require express const generate image, and okay, and inside this controller, image controller, let's go to the controller and write image controller.js, and inside this function we're gonna write this logic called generate image. We're gonna paste this line of code and we just export this function. All right, so what we're gonna do, let's go to the index.js quickly, and we're gonna call const image route. Const image route is equal to require dot slash routes slash image routes. Okay, so I had just imported the image routes. Okay, and let's go to the image routes, and we're gonna call this API. Okay, and let's go to the here image routes, and we're gonna call it generate image. Okay, now here we're calling or requesting a generate image function. Let's go to the generate image controller, but here you can see that it's not opening this file. All right, okay, cool, not a big deal. So I'm gonna comment this line of code, import it here, and after that we are getting some line of okay, and here I'm gonna just remove this whole code, and here we're gonna write whole logic of generating the image. We're gonna write the whole logic to generating the image. Okay, so first this is the whole logic like this. So far we had created the server, but here we're gonna have a more code logic of generating the image. Okay, so far any doubts on this, just let me know guys. Any doubts on this, any questions, any doubts, just let me know on the chat. Okay, no doubts. So what we gonna do guys, here we're gonna have a logic, code logic. So we can write a code logic, but there's already a code of this code logic, and we're gonna use Together AI. So I'm gonna install this package called npm i Together AI. Okay, npm i Together AI. So let's copy this Together AI. We're gonna use Together AI, and we're gonna use Jod and for the validation, and after that React Lucid CLX obstas 10 stack React query. Okay, Now let's enter. Okay, and after that you know uh, this all this stuff together AI and the chart will get installed. What we have to do here, they have already written the code, the logic, so I'm not going to write the code, I'm going to just use it. Okay, so here observability, first we have to import the together from the together AI. So I'm going to import this together, my bad, together from the together AI. Okay, copy this line of code and paste it here. Okay, and I imported the together from the together AI, and I import the jet jode from the like this, and after that we can use redis, and for that rate limit catches, but I'm not using rate limit for now. And after that helicon API key, that is for the observability, which I'm not using anymore right now. And we're gonna have options. Okay, and options will be like this. Okay, options dot default here is helicon. Option dot base URL will be like this one. So I'm gonna copy this line options. Okay, and we don't have to define a type for now, we are having an empty type. And option dot base URL will be this one. Okay, and together dot helicon, and options dot default headers will be, but we are not using this, so we're gonna ignore it. After that new rate limit, and we are having a rate limit of this redis dot from env. We are not using a rate limit for now, so we're gonna have a const client is equal to new together. Okay, but if you show you what is together AI, if you understand what is together AI, let me tell you about together AI quickly. Together AI is like the fastest cloud gen AI build leading AI generation. So it has already predefined models, some of the models are there, and we can use it quickly. Okay, so it's very straightforward, that's why we are using this. Okay, so this is my API keys, you can see that. And here if you click on models, okay, and inside these models here, if you see that they are providing some free image. Okay, so this one is a free flux one self row. So if we click on this, so we can use it. Okay, so we can use it. So we're gonna open in playground, so I'm gonna open this in playground. Okay, and here you can see that API. Okay, so after that what do you have to do, we had imported the, let's write on the TypeScript. Okay, so what we had done so far, we have to uh, you know import the together, you have imported from the together AI. And after that we have to copy this code of like this. I was doing the mistake, so I'm going to remove this whole code, and here I'm going to write new together and process.env.together API key. So okay, so I'm going to import npmi dot env. Okay, and inside this here I'm going to write require dot env dot config, require dot env dot config. Okay, so it will help us to read the .env file. Okay, and here we're gonna write .env, and we're gonna paste this together API key. Okay, we'll paste it here quickly. So let me paste that my API key, and here I just paste that my API keys. Now let's go back here. After this pasting the API key, we went to the, don't use my API keys please. Okay, so we went to the generate image controller again. Let's go to the image controller and close others file. Okay, so we get the generate after that what we have to do, if you see on this code what he is doing, in the last await clients.message.create, he's passing the models steps and all the things. So again we are like what we have to do, let me do it. Like we had created this together instance, and after that what we can do, we can generate a response, and like we will get the image. Okay, like this. Okay, so I'm gonna again go back to the code, like again go back to the here, and first things which he's doing, what he's doing, he's written the response. So let's take the response. Let's take the response. We get the prompt from the user. After getting the prompt from the user, we're gonna also validate that. Okay. uh, jet.object, like what we gonna do that, let's copy this block of code, and here let prompt is equal to jet.string. Okay, and pass.json. Okay, so if we just type like this, request.body, and like this, uh, let's see. After that, we will check that with the chat gpt as well in the last. And after that, we're gonna have a let response catch try block, and we're gonna have a catch block. Okay, and I'm gonna paste it here like this. Okay, and this is the in the TypeScript. So here we are using await, so we have to use async as well. So I added the async as well, and we have a let response, and we gonna use this free model, not a paid one. So I'm gonna copy this model code, and I'm gonna paste it here like flex one sender field. And after that, I remove this e, and here we can see that it, it return, not return like this. uh, if it's something error come up, so let's go that, and you have to return 500, and you have to return this uh, in a JSON format that is called error is equal to error dot message, if some message is there. Okay, and you have to return that as well, return. Okay, and otherwise if you get the any response, return this response, return this response as a 0, return this response of 0. If you see that, response dot data of 0. Okay, and after that we are good to go. Now I'm going to copy this code and paste on the chat gpt. Is it good or need some improvements? Okay, so now I just pasted here. uh, Sorry bro, like I think I am getting slow internet, that's why. But now I'm going to copy this. But yeah, so what I'm going to do, you can see that our code has been written here, and I'm going to copy this code and paste it here. Okay, now after that, we have to also create a one mongoose model, and there we store the image and prompt for the what you can say. Okay, but if you see that, if we run something, if we want to run on the playground, generate image. Okay, let's do one thing. Instead of doing like that, I was having a questions. Okay, now we are gonna have also that discovery model, right? So we can use it later, but let's leave it for now. So here, before returning the response, we can handle that inserting to the discovery model, discover model. Okay, that's a separate call, like we can do it later. Okay, so we had generate this API. Okay, now I'm gonna run the server, npm run server. Okay, and I'm gonna run, my bad, npm run dev. I'm gonna run npm run dev. Okay, and I'm gonna open the postman. Okay, app crash because we are getting some error. The error is that import together, oh my bad, cons together. We are doing okay, let's copy this error and just paste it here so ChatGPT can fix it out for me, so I don't have to again write this code. So I think it's fixed it up. and just paste it here. Okay, now it's running up, the server is running up, and we're gonna test it out. So we're gonna open the Postman and we're gonna run this, we're gonna try to run this. Okay, so how excited you guys for this? Like, we had just built this API, so now after this we have to use this APIs on the client side, on our app. So we're gonna use HTTP localhost, and we're gonna use 7777, and API is called, what is the API name? API slash generate image. So copy this endpoint, let's go back, and it's generate image, and let's, oh my bad, it's gonna be a post request, and inside the body I'm gonna send a raw JSON. Okay, and I'm gonna write prompt will be PROMPT, a man, and send message invalid API key. You can find the API key at the API settings, API keys. Okay, so process.env together API key, together API key, it's correct, invalid API key, setting API's keys, copy this API key, let's go to the .env, paste it here. Again I'm gonna just restart my server, let's go to the here, API key is missing. Okay, process.env, okay, let's do console quickly, const API key is equal to process.env. okay, and I'm gonna console this API key to check that what I'm getting console. Yeah, it's correct, bro, it is correct, then why? Now let's try once more, and here we are having a model with height together.image and create. Alright, now let's try once more. 401 error. You can find your API key there. How could it possible, dude? Like, I'm passing in the right manner. Am I doing any mistake, guys? Okay, and we have, okay, let's try once more. So we're gonna go to the model, this is the model, right? And let's type a script, API key, process.env.together API key. Right, this is perfect. Then why it's not reading, dude? Okay, let's do one thing for me. Generate image, API key, new together. So here if I do it like now, let's check it out once more, and if it doesn't work, oh gosh. Okay, so again one minute, API key is there, right? And API key, copy env. I'm gonna copy this, and I'm gonna paste it here again, and again I'm gonna give it a try once more. And right now I just paste the link, I just paste that token, let's check it out. It's taking a lot of times, dude. Are we not returning this? Prompt let response await, returning the response. Coding boy. Okay, let's try with the postman. Literally, like, why it's not working, guys? Like, it should be working, right? What do you think, guys? It should be working, but I don't mind. Like, it's telling that its endpoint is wrong. Like, API key is wrong. So we're gonna try with this postman. And if I show you that what is happening, like, we having a slash API. We go to the image route. We're gonna call this generate image. We go to the generate image. We having it together. Inside this together, we are having API key perfectly, and after that we are just passing the input and generate object, and once we pass that we are getting the prompt, and after that we are calling this, right? So if doesn't have a API key, so it does not execute further, kind of. Now I'm gonna copy this again, paste it here again, raw JSON, and copy this prompt pro, what is that, pro mpt. If I type something wrong, and if I make a post request, not a get request, and let's see does our validation works. Raw error, invalid type expected string, and it's something very error, like, kind of. So we're gonna make it this correct prompt, and if you're gonna click on send, okay, now it's requesting, sending the request, and once it send the request, I don't know, like, it's taking a lot of times. Maybe this is why free, that's why it's taking a lot of times. Maybe this is free, and that's why this model is free now, that's why it's taking a lot of times. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use a different model. Instead of using this free model, I'm gonna use this pad models. So I'm gonna use, click on models, and I'm gonna use this Flux sale, okay, and I'm gonna use this, I'm gonna comment this line of code for now. I'm gonna use this, I'm gonna click on send, starting the server, cat rating popcorn. Oh, it works. Okay, I got that, I got it. What is the issue now? Like, that together free endpoint is like bit what do you call, like, it's really like too slow for now, like, because it's free and a lot of request is happening currently. Okay, if I comment this code and if I make it API call on this, so you can see that it will take a lot of times. Like, the API request is taking a lot of times because these might have a like lot of request is happening currently, and that model is down because you can see that, like, it's taking a lot of times. But if you're using the pad one, and that works very well, right? So that's the thing, guys, which I just let you know. But yeah, so that's the thing. Okay, now after that we had created the server, we had to deploy the server on the what do you think, on the Vercel or some other platforms. You can see that, like, it's taking a lot of time. The reason means that that's a bad one, that's a free one is like too slow. uh, was like taking a lot of times, like 0.03, and so we're gonna use this, the pad one for now, for some. So we're gonna comment this free one, and we're gonna use this prompt, we're gonna comment this, and we're gonna use this prompt, we're gonna use this model. All right, and we're gonna send this request. Okay, now coding boy. Okay, and if we click on this image, we're not able to see this image because base64 is there, and response format is gonna be base64, or we have to pass base64 maybe. If I comment this base64, now let's check it out once more, what type of image we are getting. I just comment the response format, and let's say if I comment that, so we are getting the URL kind of stuff. uh, okay, and if I open this on the browser, oh, this is really great, bro. This is really great. This is really great. What do you think? Great, now. So we are able to generate the image with the Together API key. Now after that, the mistake which I was doing, so I'm gonna remove this code from here because we are already reading it. Again, if I send, and now to test this API is working or not, API is running on this port, send, coding boy. Okay, the reason behind that we have to stringify this. So I just try to stringify this, and now let's go back, process.env.together API key, and if I again console it, we are getting this API key. Okay, I'm gonna restart the server, and I'm gonna again send the request. Okay, now it's working. Okay, basically I has to pass this in a string format, and I was passing in a different format. That's why like it was causing the error. Okay, and after that we are good to go. We are good to go with this, and we are gonna pass this in a base64 format instead of passing in the URL format. Okay, and done with the APIs. Okay, and you can see that the base64 is like a bit use URL, so we're gonna store on the, like, if you want we can have a one model as well, and we can store that as well. So we can have a one model. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna told that we are going to tell that to the chat GPT, create a mongoose model to store the generated image in that model along with prompt and base URL, image URL dot URL. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna install the mongoose. Okay, so we're gonna install the mongoose. Okay, and once we install the mongoose, we have to also create a clusters, or like create a uh, atlas for that as well. Okay, so I'm gonna write mongodb atlas. Okay, and after that we're gonna write image model.js. So we're gonna have another directory called model, and here we're gonna have a called image model.js, and we're gonna paste that whole model code. Okay, and let me copy this. Okay, and created it will be like, we're gonna remove this code, and here we're gonna make this timestamps. Timestamp is a true and version key is a false. Timestamps as a true, timestamp as a true, and okay. And after that, bro, you had not created the mongoose connection code. Okay, and here we're gonna do that like this. Let's go to the image routes, let's go to the controller, and here inside the image controller, here we have to paste it like this. We have to import this model, new image model, and here once we uh, import the model like this, we're gonna have image URL like response.data dot what we call response.data dot base64.json, base64.json. Okay, this is what is do. It will like, it will store that prompt along with that base64 format. Okay, which is not good practice. Like storing on the base64 value on this database is not good practice. So I'm gonna comment this for now, but we can think about later. Okay, now for that we're gonna also make a connection to the mongoose. Okay, so we're gonna copy this function, and here we're gonna create another folder called config, and inside that we're gonna call db.js, and we're gonna paste this line of code, and we're gonna read mongodb URI, and after that we're gonna write mongodb URI, and to get the mongodb URI, click on sign in on the mongodb atlas. Once you click on mongodb atlas, you have to, I'm gonna do google OAuth. Okay, and I'm gonna log in quickly, and after that we have to you know uh, you have to use this. So let's use that, and once we're done with that, we're gonna use it, we're gonna integrate the APIs quickly. So you can see that a lot of already mongodb URI is there. So I'm gonna click on connect mongodb drivers, and after that I'm gonna copy this name. Okay, and what is the password, bro? I don't understand, I don't know the password. Okay, so for this, get connection string, and we fold code sample, and the password is, I don't understand, I don't know the password for now. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna create inside this database, I'm gonna create a clusters. I'm gonna create a one clusters quickly, and inside this cluster I'm gonna make it AI apps, AI apps. Okay, and create deployment, and after that I'm gonna call is called dream AI one, pay as you go, or not pay as you go. So I'm gonna choose the free tier instead of choosing this pad one. I'm gonna choose the free tier quickly. Okay, so why you using Together AI due to network problem? The video is stopped. So why are you using Together AI? Okay, I'm using Together AI. The reason is that I saw one article by Hashan. He was mentioning that this model, this image generation model, is free. You can see that this models, if I show you, Flux sales free. They are making it free for 3 months. But when I'm making API call, you can see that this is the free model. Okay, but when I was using this model, maybe like a lot of people are using it currently due to free, so it is making a very slow endpoint, like it's returning a very slow response. Okay, and the reason is like, why I'm using Together AI. So let's suppose if you want to use a lot of models, like they have already deployed a model, and we can use it very easily uh, on our code, on our JavaScript or any projects. like if you want to use llama vision free llm, so you don't have to, if you have to llm, so what you have to do, you have to download download that models. And once you download that model, you have to once you download that model, you have to deploy to the some server, right? But what does Together AI do? Together AI solve this problem, like downloading the open source models and putting it on the server. It has solved the problem. It has that's why we are using Together AI. Lag है बहुत bro, sorry for that, but I think my Wi-Fi is like not slow that as expected. Like, let me show you speed test. So what speed am I getting right now? Okay, meanwhile I'm gonna choose the free one, uh, serverless, which is deploy your clusters. Is it not free for now? Okay, let's go back. uh, you can see that what speed am I getting right now. मैं back में होगा. So you can see that like I'm getting like almost 200 mbps right now. Still lagging, can't do anything. So we're gonna create, okay, let's do that later. We're gonna we can use that MongoDB URI later. We're not using right now, so because what I was thinking now, like instead of like what we are doing here, like if you see in the image controller, here we are trying to image that base 64, but base 64 is almost very use a string value, which is not good practice to store on a database. So right, so we're gonna think that I will think that like what we can do, like we can store it onto some bucket, and we get that URL and we store that, we retrieve that kind of. So that's why like I was thinking that we can do it later. Okay, so we are done with this, and we're gonna let's push this repository there. So I'm gonna go to my repository, and this is the repository which I can call Dream AI server. Okay, and I'm gonna add git remote, and after that I'm gonna just git push that. Okay, and we're gonna add .env on the git ignore. I had forget to add .env. Let's add .env as well. And okay, and let's see. And after that, still I did not able to understand that. Done. Okay, now if I do that, if I just discard the changes and let's go to the .env and paste it here. Okay, it will stop keep tracking. Okay, and I'm gonna just, oh gosh, why is keep tracking the MongoDB? I added the .env now. Let me add a .env again here. Okay, now after that we have to add one file to deploy on Vercel. So there's an article I had already written how to deploy your Node.js server on Vercel, MD Alishan Ali. Okay, so I had written an article as well, so you can see that. So we had also created one video as well there, you can check this out. Okay, so first of all, I had done this that ego. So you have to create one file called vercel.json. So I'm going to create one file called vercel.json. Inside that you have to copy this line of code and just paste it here. Okay, after that you have to just push the code. Okay, so I'm gonna push this all code, but not this .env one. Done. And after that git push, git push. Okay, and once I type the git push, you have to upstream that as well. git push that setup stream, and after that we will check that repository. So let's check it this out repository, and you can see that our code has been pushed, and here you can see that the APIs is still like pushed. So I'm going to just delete this file quickly from here, delete file. uh, the file was deleted, and now if we check this out, if we go on the code, and still we can see that. So I'm gonna delete this file, delete, okay, commit changes, okay, and now the file has been deleted, okay. And after that I'm gonna deploy it on the Vercel. So Vercel, we're gonna open the Vercel, and if you don't have an account on the Vercel, you can create the account like very straightforward. I'm gonna do like login quickly, log into the Vercel, continue with GitHub, or maybe like whatever you can do. That's, and after that I'm gonna create add new project, okay, and add new project quickly here, and it's gonna be this Dream AI server. Click on import, okay, and we're gonna add an environment variable. The environment variable is like only one, just Together API key, and click on deploy displays. And after that what it's gonna do, it will deploy, it will get deployed there, okay. And after that we are waiting for build logs. So you can see that our app has been deployed as well, okay. And now let's go to continue the dashboard, okay. And this is the domain which we are getting from the Vercel. So if I just copy this code, and if at the place of localhost I'm going to paste this endpoint, and if we hit enter, and it's sending the request to the Vercel, and finally it's working as well. All right, so we had created this AI model as well. All right, now after that we're gonna create one endpoint as well, that we can do it later, but still we can make that endpoint like if you wanted to, but yeah, let's leave it for now. Okay, let's do that. So we are gonna have an API called image generate image stars. So we're gonna have another image called discover. You can make it like API slash discover image, discover discover image, okay. And we're gonna have inside the controller we're gonna have a controller called discover image, which is gonna do like basically most of this stuff. uh, create a controller, create a controller to find image model with pagination, okay. And after that what we're gonna do, we're gonna like get images function, and we're gonna, this is a function which we are going to use, and copy this function, okay, and get images function, and here we're gonna have like get images function here like this, and we're gonna just paste it here like this, okay. And we're gonna import this image model if it's not there, okay. And after that once you're done with this, you can again do npm run npm run dev, or npm run dev. You can see that the app is running well as well, okay. And but still we don't have any documents, so we can ignore it for now. We can add it later, we'll think about that after this live stream get ends, okay. So now after this what I'm gonna do with that, okay, uh, I'm gonna just push this, created the get image routes for discover, okay. And I'm gonna write git push, uh, git push, okay, and it will get push, Run fast forward, git pull. Okay, and it's telling that discard this, and we had deleted the file, that's why it's telling that you have not taken any pull. So please take that pull, and after that, once you done with that, you're gonna just okay, and after that I'm gonna just close this terminal, and we are done with this. Okay, now after that, what we gonna do, we're gonna integrate these APIs to our app. All right, so this is our dream AI project. Okay, and we're gonna use this. All right, so let's click on the home screen, and we're gonna use this prompt, you know. So first of all, what are the stuffs which we are going to use? uh, okay, we are here, and here, if I show you guys, we're gonna use this again code. uh, so we're gonna use this package, like, you know, I'm gonna not going to write all the code. I'm gonna do in a hurry. So there's called stuff, there's one stuff called okay, let me show you that, page.tsx, and I'm gonna copy this line of code, and now after that I'm gonna paste this line of code. Okay, now I just send it to that, and after that, okay, I'm gonna create another prompt, and I'm gonna tell that learn this code. After this, we'll send you a React Native code. You have to add the same logic there. Okay, and some improvements. Can you do it? So I just teaching him that code, and after that, I will send my code and implement that all logic. API endpoint is this. Okay, now basically, you know, we are using this, what do you call it, set. So I was thinking, like, you know, it's gonna use debounce all the things, but he has not. Okay, let me tell to him again, to chat GPT quickly. uh, okay, so I'm gonna just paste it here. I'm gonna tell that, hey bro, use this logic all in the code. You got it? Okay, so we just posted that code, and but use, okay, and after that, you can see that we're gonna use debounce hook and React query. So I'm gonna copy this code, React query, and we're gonna install this package called npm i React query and use debounce. So what is done, I go, basically I can write the code, but you know, I was in a hurry, so I was thinking, let ChatGPT do. So what do you think, guys? Am I doing right, or like, should I do it? Okay, no problem, I'm doing it. Not a big deal. Okay, so I just copy that whole code, and I told ChatGPT that let you do this stuff. Okay, and once I get this response data, okay, and I think it's generated, and now let's check that. So what are the package which we have to install? That is called debounce. uh, UI.do use debounce hooks npm, and we're gonna use this package use debounce. And let's check the package.json, and after that we're gonna also install this React query as well. So 10 stack React query, and what they are using it, if you see that npm I 10 stack React query as well. Okay, so we are having a use debounce 10 stack React query, and yeah, user API key and previous data. So after that we are having a placeholder data, previous data, debounce prompt, query function, post request, prompt, and we are sending the prompt, and response.ok if enabled. Okay, and after that what we are doing here, npm start again, and here is debouncing state. Do we have is debouncing state? Is debouncing? No. So we're gonna have one state called is debouncing. Is debouncing but is value never read. So inside this text input, we're gonna have a loader on the bottom. If it's debouncing is true, then what we have to do, we have to render a loader. So if I show you here, okay, so I think no one, okay, cool. So after this, like once we done with that, let me run on Android. So we're gonna add like we added this all this stuff. So after that, once we get the data like image, okay, and image.base64, okay, and after that we have to add like download image functionality and like functionality as well. Okay, and I think I can close this. Okay, now meanwhile it's like doing this stuff. So I'm gonna tell the chat GPT bro if is debouncing is true, then show a loader or activity indicator on the input field bottom right. Okay, so this is how like like currently like ChatGPT will help me out to do this all this stuff, so I don't have to do it from my end again. Okay, so he is doing this all this stuff. So like I'm trying to use full utilization of ChatGPT for now, and like this is the reference code where I'm not thinking, just copy and pasting the code, nothing new, nothing unique trying to do. Okay, just paste this code and our app is loading, and let's check this out, how it's looking, that is really working or like it's breaking. Okay, now meanwhile like it's this is running the stuff. We're gonna also do one thing that is called what is that, the next thing is that we get the error that React query we have to I imported the React query in the wronger manner. If you see that here, we have to import this React query as a like this tiny stack React query. I think I'm making a mistake, like this is not works. I don't think it on tiny stack works in React Native as well, because I'm using it first time on this React Native. But yeah, let's check it out. Okay, and it's the app is bundling. Now meanwhile, like I have to also work on this download image functionality, right? So to work on download image functionality, what we can use a package. There's one package which I can let you know, guys. So that is called package. Dreamy is not responding. Okay, because debounce prompt dot trim. Okay, because debounce prompts dot trim. Now let's check this out. Instead of query function, we are having a headers, body, and retry false, and prompt is null. And what is telling that debounce prompt trim dot is not a function, it's undefined. Okay, so we're gonna have to some setup as well. So I want to just search on ChatGPT how to use a tan stack query, how to use a tan stack query in React Native setup and so on. We have to wrap this query client like this. Let's go to the app.jsx tsx, and we have to wrap this like this. Query client provider, and we're gonna import this. Alright, now let's try to reload this app. Now I just reload this app, and just what is the bounce prompt is returning right now. So if I just wait, it's returning first debounce prompt at 0 we have to use. Okay, and why it's like hanging a lot my PC laptops. Okay, now I think we are done with this. We're done with the server for now, so we can close it like if you want. But yeah, now let's generate our image. A man diving into sky. React image source null. React Native image. So we are having an image here. If image is there, then what we are doing here, it's not image, download image, source, okay, and like we are getting the base 64 image. So I'm just asking how to render base 64 image dot this is how we have to render the base 64 image. Okay, and I am not getting the that image, like if I really understand this. So let me see that. Let's go to the image. So we get the response, we are just returning the JSON, right? And we are getting the data as image. I'm calling it as data is the image. Okay, and inside this data we are having an image URL and dot base 64 JSON. Data dot image URL, I think. So I'm going to just console this image here to understand what we are getting. All right, so I'm going to console.log image comma image. Okay, so if I show you here, what I'm getting image, I'm getting image again. That's I'm right, I'm totally right. So I think we are done with this, but I think why I'm like, my app is like close application, close. So as you can see that our app is working. Finally we had done this. Okay, and home screen is like, almost done there. Okay, so we are able to generate the image. Okay, so finally, like, we had achieved the functionality which we wanted to, right? So I know, like, this tutorial, like, not be beginner, because I had like done a lot of copy paste. I had not written the logic a lot. Okay, and if I again write any other logic, so man doing dance uh, in the sky. Okay, and you can click on download image and the upload like image functionality as well. So I'm going to call done, and we can download this base 64 image as well and the like image as well. So download the image, we need write external storage permission, right? So how we can achieve that? Download, you know lag about. Okay, so now again, like, the next thing which I'm thinking about, like, how we can add this download functionality, like download image functionality. For the download, let's talk about the chat GPT. Let's see like what he is written. Then after that we will try to brainstorm. Can you add the download permission along with the download features? Okay, So we're gonna use it's like using React Native FS package, and after that image.url, and let's get the this one, and after that just writing the file. Okay, and after that download image functionality. Please ask user for write external storage as well. Okay, so RNFS, React Native FS. So let's check it out, like how we can download this file. So I'm gonna just search about this uh, React Native FS npm. So I think it's like bit old package, and which is not 2 years ago last published, which is not maintained as well. So Android support is currently limited to the only document directory. Android support is currently limited to only document is mapped to the hab directory, and I think it's like very old package, adding automatically root directory and document directory path, episode.write file, file duration, and file upload. Okay, download directory path. Okay, and download image feature implement in React Native. So there's one article which I'm just going through that. He's using like React Native fetch blob. Saving the gallery source works well in Android but not in iOS. So using like React Native fetch blob, file cache to append indicator path, add and write downloads to, and with downloading use director manager. Mm, from camera load. All right. So I think how we can do it, guys, like which I'm thinking that to achieve that functionality, what I can do that uh, you know we can to implement the download image functionality. First, I'm gonna ask the permission. Okay. So, and before that, like we can start working on this like image functionality. To work on like image functionality is a very straightforward one. Uh, how we can do it? Let me tell you guys. Like image functionality is really straightforward. So we're gonna use async storage. Async storage kind of DB in React Native. Remove what is the trend variable. It's great choice if you need more complex queries relationship with a large amount of data. Watermelon DB we can use. Okay, mmkb. So here we have to uh, implement the like functionality. So I'm thinking to move ahead with async storage. Okay, so I'm thinking to move ahead with the async storage because we can use async storage, and after that what do you think? Let's see. So first we're gonna use uh, install this async storage. So I'm gonna see that React Native async storage. Let's go to the React Native async storage and copy this command and paste it here again. Okay, and it will install this async storage package. Okay, now once you're done with this async storage function, you have to do another thing that is called uh, you know uh, that is thing called uh, you know let me tell you that okay, the package has been installed, and after that I'm gonna just write npm start and to run on Android. Okay, and after that we have to import it, so I'm gonna import it as well. And after that we're gonna have one state, so let's have a state as well. And after that we can have a load like image, and we can have a toggle like image. Okay, and we can call it after this. What is doing here, if it will toggle like image, so we get that base session and image.image of base 64 update like image not enclosed this URL. uh, so yeah, uh, okay, and remove this image like image dot includes URL like image dot filter URL. uh, okay, and after that, bro, I have to store the image URL along with the prompt. You got it? Should pass. Okay, so we're gonna copy this code, and after that we're gonna paste this code here. And now we are using this like image state, and after that we are having a like image button, and we are calling string like image, pushing that image like image. After that we are checking that we're just calling this function like image, and after that uh, we're gonna show a toast as well. So once the user get click on image light, if the user like the image, so how does user know, right? So for that uh, we're gonna have a toast as well, right? So so a toast as well, so a toast as well. Okay, use React Native custom toast, don't use third party. Okay, so we are going to use custom toast for that as well once we get the response. But if you see that our app is like running very well, and after that the app is bundling, so let's see. And I'm gonna search React Native toast toast Android dot You got that, twist Android, and we can use it. There's a code, sort center. Okay, and after this like image, we're gonna import this twist Android from the React Native. Image liked. Okay, and after that we are done with this, uh, you know and we're gonna implement this now. uh, Now implement that function, and also use is focus from React navigation kind of, so it will create this code as well. Okay, and now let's try. Let's enter a prompt. uh, a rich man with his cars. Okay, and we get that error that sex string must be rendered within a text component. Dismiss, minimize. Are we doing any mistake on the home screen side? Let me check the code. View is correct. Is image not there? All is there correctly. All the things there, bro. Here, read the image from the async storage. Okay, so I think, yeah, that's that's how we can build, what you can think, like that's how we can build a AI image generator very quickly with the help of ChatGPT in a less than, how much hour we had to spend, like we had to spend almost 3.5 hours, where we had like done all the things, right? So yeah, this is how we can deploy it. So I'm getting some errors. Text string must be rendered within text component kind of error. So I'm gonna do undo. Alright, you can see that our this is working perfectly. Now we have to work on this discover image functionality, which I will work with, and this thing, which I will share with you guys very soon. So yeah, that's all in this video, guys. Thank you for this joining our live stream. We'll keep connecting with you guys, keep supporting. Thank you, bye bye. We'll catch up again.